Hey everyone, Slothcakes here and welcome back to some more MBON. Now today we're going to be using the Perfect Strike Gundam. This is a 2500 cost mobile suit and I very much like using this guy. Now he doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles and his shenanigan game is kind of non-existent. He has nothing really cool or tricky to him. He's got very simple weapons, very honest, they do everything they appear to do. Good beam gun, beam boomerang, he's got his high-powered shot that's fast, it knocks down on hit and does good damage. Then he has this Gatling gun that shoots a flurry of Vulcan shots, followed up by some missiles. They have good homing and the missiles do track quite so much. His melee is also fine, does good damage, sometimes it's a little too long, but if you maximize the combos and really know how to land combos, you can easily optimize them. He also has a really nice back melee, which is this forward grapple hook. You can catch people off guard and hit people from a range, and it pulls them towards you. Other than that, he has no interesting melee like swings, he doesn't go in weird angles or anything like that. I'm gonna say this guy's a very honest suit, and sadly you don't get that far in honesty with this game. Just you're gonna have to have some shenanigans, and sadly this guy doesn't. That doesn't mean he's terrible. He's not an awful suit. I like him very much. It's just that's probably the biggest thing about him. You don't have the shenanigans, or you don't have that delicious cheese that so many other 2,500 cost mobile suits do. But you know, if you just try your hardest and really learn about this guy, you can strive. It's not that hard. But anyways, there's some very important news I want to talk about, and that's involving MBON. Now, as the recording of this video, some very important information was given to us, and that is we're gonna have another beta, and it's gonna be in the mid of June. So I'm guessing it's gonna start around like the 18th, which is like a Friday. It's probably gonna be very similar to being what, like 2 days. We're gonna have all the mobile suits, we're gonna have access to all the things we had access during this beta. But there's two very important things, and I think I just told you the one I was like, yeah, it's mid-June. So there's only one very important thing. I completely messed up my order, which I was going to inform you guys, and that it's an open beta. So unlike this one you guys are watching, you need to sign up for an email, get a code, then you're all good. But with this, the upcoming one, you just gotta download the game, which is awesome. Anyone can go in, you can download it, you can't download it now, I don't know when you can. No other information has been given, but once it's out, go give it a try, even if you're not interested in this game. It's gonna be free, so why not? And as the recording of this video, I gave you guys all the information. Now, when this video goes up, please look down in the description for some more information. If any more news has come out or been revealed, like a date or just anything in general, I'll leave it down in the description, so go look at it. If there's nothing there, that means sadly we haven't been giving anything new. This video is going to be up probably like 2 or 3 days after this recording. But anyways, that's the very important thing I want to tell you. I really wanted to say that at the beginning of the video, just because I have the memory of a squirrel, so I'm gonna forget about it, and I'm gonna realize that like the last match and been like, oh shit, I should have told you guys this. But anyways, that covers everything I want to say. You know, you can really sum up most of these mobile suits in just a few sentences. This game's pretty simple. There's some mobile suits that you're gonna need a bigger explanation, like example like the Hildolfer, who has just a lot going for him, and just how to use them is very hard. But this guy is, like I said, very simple, no shenanigans, so I didn't need to explain that much. He can play support or offense, and you're gonna see me do that and switch off just depending on who's my teammate. Now, just remember this is a 2v2 game. You wanna work with your team. Well, with your partner. If they're the higher cost, if they're using the aggressor, you just gotta look, okay, what is my teammate using? How are they playing? What should I do? Even if your teammate's not cooperating with you and are just trying to be like play the game, epic montage, I want to get all the kills, you still have to work with them. And I know that sounds awful to play with, but if you really want to win, you're gonna have to deal with those types of people. And thankfully this guy has the tools to do both support and offense. His melee game isn't amazing, but still it's something. It's better than most, it's average, that's the best way I can say it. And I know I'm not giving this guy like the real highlight reel, but I don't want to lie to you guys and just give you guys this weird information that's not true. And I watch a lot of footage of this game, be high level tournaments or just JP YouTubers. Sometimes, I'm just gonna say, you don't see this guy that often. But with all that said, I am a big fan of the Perfect Strike. There's this other strike that's in this game that's like a different variant of the Perfect Strike. I can't really remember the lore, but it's just like another heavily equipped strike Gundam. I'll show it right here, I completely forgot what it's called. But I also like that. I like this guy a little more, that's just my personal preference. However, something I just... outside the game, I still like the strike so much that I'm gonna be honest, I'm really debating on buying the perfect grade of this guy. And not because it's the perfect grade of the perfect Gundam, perfect strike. It's just, I'm not a fan of the perfect grade kits. And I know I'm talking about model kits in an MBON video, but I always end up talking about kits. Eventually, if I talk long enough, we're going to be talking about model kits. But I'm a big fan of this guy's model kit. Not a fan of a lot of the perfect grades, not really a big unicorn fan. Exia, it looks nice, but it just doesn't catch my fancy. All the ones I am interested in are very old perfect grades that have really aged not that greatly, but this guy is beautiful. I really much enjoy this guy's perfect grade, and you're not going to need an LED system to really show this guy off, which is also something I really like about him, because if you guys know anything about perfect grades, the ones that use LEDs, the LEDs that they made for it are crazy expensive just for some like LEDs, like come on. But you know, if I do get this guy, check my Twitter, I will not stop talking about him, and I'm just imagining the amount of runners I have to use for this thing. It's gonna be quite some bit, but I'm gonna try to be a good sloth and save my money, but you know, if it happens, it happens. But anyways, let's get to the game. This is the information I do want to tell you, and look at those missiles. Those things home nicely, and that's why I'm spamming it right there. If you're using shooting burst, a very important thing is you can cancel your shots into other shots, including main gun into main gun. Also, your weapons are on a faster cooldown when you're in shooting burst. And the thing you gotta know is, okay, what is spammable with this mobile suit? And a majority of the time, it's your main gun. With a lot of suits, you can just beam rifle, beam rifle, beam rifle, beam rifle in shooting burst, and that's nice. But there are some other weapons you can spam when you go into this mode. When you go into burst. So you gotta figure it out. It's very different for every mobile suit. The default is always main gun. But if you're in like a situation where you can use your other weapons and they'll be very effective, go right ahead. Also, if you're just spamming main gun shot, do remember not to kill your Venya or your momentum. I forgot the lingo for it. Correct me if I'm saying it wrong. But if you're spamming the main gun, make sure you're not shooting while your back's towards them or you're at a weird angle, because you're gonna kill all your momentum, face the enemy and shoot them, and you're gonna get smacked if you do that, so be careful. Even when you're in burst and you got all that speed boost, all that cooldown reduction, you can spam, it can easily go to your head and you're like, oh wait, now I'm a sitting duck. So be careful about that. But besides that, that's everything I wanted to cover in this video. Hope you guys like the Perfect Strike Gundam. Big fan of it. I might play this guy again in the second beta. Who knows, but if you guys want to see a mobile suit, just leave it down in the description. But like always, my name is Slothcakes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for some more MBON or other Gundam related stuff. And like always, have a good one and see you guys next time.